My brother Forrest is a compulsive liar. He's disconnected from reality.
Forrest is manipulative and takes advantage of anyone he can. Forrest has been living in my deceased granny's house in this little room we call the cave. This is the cave. This is Forrest's bed. Forrest sleeps on the floor on a mattress that is stained. He has the windows blacked out with no light.
Last time I was in there were piles of laundry. I don't know.
Oh no, they're still there.
It's just completely unlivable. It's gross, it's dirty.
Cigarettes on the floor, a little food station here. I swear I've looked at the same mac and cheese plate for 7 months. It was supposed to be temporary so he could find a job and get his own place, but he never did.
He's been living there for 4 years and counting.
Forrest is completely content living in my granny's house until he's forced to move out. He likes to play video games all night, and I'm pretty sure that's why he sleeps during the day. Forrest has never had a job and paid his own way.
Forrest is a hypochondriac and will not leave the house because he's afraid he'll get sick.
The only thing Forrest has been diagnosed with is depression. And if you lived in a cave for 23 hours a day, I think you would be depressed too. The only time Forrest leaves is to go out and get cigarettes.
He's paranoid about COVID. He uses COVID as an excuse not to leave the house.
Forrest takes it to the extreme.
He wears 3 or 4 or 5 masks.
When I see Forrest do that, I'm just like, is he serious right now? On the way to the Dr. Phil show, he used a whole bottle of Mom's hand sanitizer. It's not just like a little dabble, he's like icing a cake.
There's no doubt in my mind that my brother's completely comfortable living the way he is.
When Forrest told us that he would rather be homeless than have to get a job, we were all repulsed and appalled.
He's told me he'll live on the street if he has to. My sister and I both have careers and we're both successful and have goals and aspirations. I just don't know where along the way that my brother got lost.
I love my mom, but she enables Forrest. She's a bit of a pushover. That's why he knows he can get away with anything he does.
Forrest is very, very good at manipulating people, especially my mom.
My mom brings food to Forrest once or twice a week.
I don't think buying Forrest food is necessarily enabling him, but I do think that her paying for his phone bill and buying him cigarettes is enabling him.
My mom doesn't have enough money to support Forrest. She barely has enough money to support herself, but she does make sure that the bills are always paid and there's a roof over his head.
My mom pays the electric, water, and gas bill and any other bills that need to be paid. The problem with Forrest is he has been spoiled his whole life.
My granny spoiled all of us, but Forrest was different. She paid his rent, all of his bills. She would hand him money.
Forrest got so used to my grandma spoiling him. He grew up with the mindset that everything would always be handed to him. He has no motivation or drive to do anything.
My sister and I would never allow Forrest to take advantage of us, and he knows that. Anytime he tries or even thinks about it, we shut it down immediately.
In Forrest's eyes, he can live rent-free and be completely away from society because my mom is taking care of him.
Forrest is 30 years old, and my mom providing and buying food for him cannot go on forever.
Okay, now here's the $64,000 question. Why is he that way and you two are not? You two launched. He stayed on the launch pad. Why?
Honestly, we're confused ourselves. We were raised the same, we grew up the same, so honestly, we can't tell you.
We're not sure where he got lost, but...
Did you two lock him in the closet and beat the out of him every day or something? Seriously, he is behaving like a 12 to 14-year-old child, no life skills, no ability to do anything because he hasn't gotten out and done anything at all. If we put him out of the house today and it was raining, he would just get wet.
Right. Oh, yeah. Or he would call our mom and ask to stay over there because, you know.
Barring her coming in and rescuing him,
right.
He would be stuck.
He has no clue.
Right.
And you don't know why. No huge trauma, nothing.
Just the spoiling.
He won't even touch a doorknob. I mean, he gets his sleeve down.
Right.
And he's living in a Petri dish. I mean, look at this living room. God knows what fungus is growing in there.
Right.
Yeah, it's gross.
And so he's okay to live here, but yet he's a germphobe.
Right. That's what we don't understand.
That's why we believe the whole thing is just an act because, you know, pre-COVID, pre-everything, he was still doing this, so...
He wouldn't attend family events, Christmas, Thanksgiving, nothing.
He would actually cause arguments when we would invite him to birthday parties, family dinners.
But then he complains about being left out.
Right.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.